I found out today that TJ Jefferson gets Benihana to go, and I want to start the show there. Because the reason why you go to Benihana is for the show. You go to watch the guy take a shrimp tail and throw it in his hat, or to take your rice and turn it into a beating heart. One time I got into an argument with Bobby Brown at a Benihana because we wanted to see even more performances of the chef doing his thing. Nobody was getting Rocky's Choice to go. What kind of man does this? It's a fascinating character trait. Is that in your dating bio on Twitter? Gets Benihana to go?
Well, Ben, I don't know if you realize this, but we've been in the middle of a pandemic for a few months, so a lot of restaurants didn't offer full service. So one thing you could get from Benihana's was Benihana to go. Now, here's something that you might not know. You know when you do the whole show, all the flips and the onion volcanoes?
Why you go to Benihana?
Thing is, you could go into Benihana's, right? This is pre-pandemic, and sit upstairs, and if you didn't want the whole show, you could go to the bar and you could get the same food for about $15 less, just because you didn't get all the pomp and circumstance. I don't need all the pomp and circumstance. I just want my steak, I want my chicken, I want my rice. I don't need to have the shrimp tail flying and all that. So I order Benihana to go, but I'm going to tell you this quick story. The day you're talking about, Brockman, you know this, my bike got stolen from my house, right?
First of all, you're biking to Benihana?
No.
Okay.
I go to my car to go to Benihana. My bike got stolen, right? And so I'm like, mad because my bike got stolen. So I drive 20 minutes to Benihana in Santa Monica. I pick up my food. I drive 25 minutes back home. I'm still mad because my bike is gone. I get up to the crib and I open it up, and Benihana got my order wrong. So not only did my bike get jacked like 50 Cent, toss and turn in my sleep at night, woke up the next morning, somebody stole my bike. But yeah, Benihana messed up my lunch order. So
because if you were sitting at the hibachi, you could say to the chef, hey, I actually had steak and onions. Chicken, not just steak. You could tell you have a communication, but you get Benihana to go,
you've
already lost.
Yeah, it's a crap
that just threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
It's not to be like going to Cold Stone and not watching them make the ice cream and buying it in the container. I was trying to think of what exactly could be the same thing that TJ's doing. It's Cold Stone.
I don't need the onion volcano, folks. Just give me my food and I'm out.
When you go to Benihana and get it to go, do they still give you a beeper the size of a coaster?
You don't get that. You got to park on 3rd Street in Santa Monica in a red zone, by the way. Hope you don't get towed while you run in there to get your bag.
Benihana to go.
Ridiculous. You can't go sit in the restaurants, Ben. We're in the middle of a pandemic, bro.
I get it. Then just wait till the world opens up to get beautiful hibachi.
Well, when will that be?
You want some chicken and rice, you can get it from a lot of different spots.
I went to Benihana in May of 2020. If I would have been waiting, it's August of 21. I'd still be waiting.
You don't think about the chefs at Benihana as they lose out on business getting to perform for a table full of people, but that's somebody impacted by the pandemic. You don't
Look,
think
man,
about
I'm trying to watch my money, all right?
TJ, come to my house. I'll flip a shrimp up there.
You know what I tried to do for the longest, and I realized there's more to it than probably meets the eye? You notice that the chef at Benihana has a belt buckle of Benihana. It's like a Benihana belt buckle. It's amazing. And I've tried to say, hey, can I get one of those? Or what do you, and it's the secret society. I think it's like their
like the skulls.
It's the thing that they have to earn in order to get to cook at Benihana. It's the belt buckle. Those things are killer.
Yeah, well, they got all the slots for their knives and all that stuff. They're like Batman's utility belt in Benihana.
Saw Kevin Durant at a Benihana once.
You remember
Same night I saw Mark Summers from Double Dare.
I'll take the physical challenge.
That's a great one.
Okay, there's something wrong that we all went ooh when we heard Mark Summers, but said
Kevin
nothing
Durant,
when he said Kevin Durant.
The host of What Would You Do? The inventor of Jerry Seinfeld's look of acid wash jeans, white sneakers, and a zany blazer at any moment.
Not wrong.
What's the deal with
I remember
Benihana?
I hosted My Family's Got Guts, the reboot to the original Guts.
Oh, yeah.
Right, climbing the aggro crag. I hosted a season for Nickelodeon, and episode 12, I looked over in Video Village, and Mark Summers was on set, just casually watching the monitors, and I was
freak out?
terrified. I was so nervous.
Remember that year and a half that Gilbert Arenas called himself Hibachi? Every time he'd make a shot, he'd do this.
So remember I said in the random photos on my phone, we're going to throw that out today. I'm going to tell some stories about the weird stuff that's in my phone. I don't know if they'll include it in the segment, but I do have Nick Young's hibachi shoes he wore in the playoffs. He wore some custom Benihana Adidas hibachi shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, NBA champion. I get it.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.